Okay, good morning, children. Today uh, we will be doing some calculation, some basic calculation. First of all, this is a very important term, atomic mass, atomic mass of element. Atoms are very small, they have very small mass. Mass of atom, is negligible. And if I can give you the some idea about mass of atom, you know mass of atom, they are of the order of 10 to the power minus 23 gram. Mass of atom is of this order, say 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. So like this value is mass of atom. So it's very very small. You see 10 to the power minus 23 gram, very very small. Now these values of mass, it will be very difficult to be used in chemical calculation, and that is the reason why we have a term called atomic mass, and I am writing the definition of atomic mass. This is not atomic mass. Let me first tell you clearly. This is mass of one atom of element. Okay, this is mass of one atom of element. Now these values, as I say, very difficult to be used in chemical calculation, and what we use in chemical calculation is atomic mass. Now what is atomic mass? It is defined as mass of an atom of element divided by 1/12 of mass of one atom of carbon 12 isotope. So this is the definition of atomic mass. So what is, you see, what it is being done is a small quantity is compared with another small quantity. If a small quantity is compared with another small quantity, that small quantity will not look like small. Suppose an ant is very small, but that very ant, if you compare with the help of some as compared to microorganisms, say virus or bacteria, then the ants are huge. The same way, an atom of element which is very small, we are comparing with another atom of also very small, then this value will be big. And based on this, atomic mass of oxygen, it comes out to be 16. Atomic mass of sulfur, it comes out to be 32 from here. Atomic mass of iron, it comes out to be 56. Atomic mass of silver, it comes out to be 108, and so on. Atomic mass of hydrogen, it is 1. Atomic mass of your, say, iodine is 127, and so on. So this we can also have another way: mass of an atom of element divided by mass of one atom of carbon 12 isotope into 12. So you see, atomic mass atomic mass, that's why it is called, relative atomic mass. It is relative atomic mass, and these values, they are, as I said, they are not atomic mass. They are mass of an atom of an element, or absolute mass of an atom of an element. And that way, like here you see unit is gram. Here as such, there is no unit, because it is a ratio of two masses. Now same way, suppose molecular mass. Molecular mass, this is obviously it will be for molecule, and you know that molecules are formed by combination of atoms. Two or more atoms combine to form molecules, and for molecules it will be molecular mass. And the definition of molecular mass is saying like this only. The only thing is that in case of molecular mass, we will consider mass of here it should be molecule. For molecular mass it will be molecule, and since molecule can be of compound also, so it can be element or it can be compound. Suppose these are molecules of element. These are molecules of element. Say H2O, HCl, these are molecules of compound. So here we should write in the numerator mass of one molecule of not this one, it should be substance. And this substance means it can be element or it can be compound, and the denominator is same. Okay, and denominator will be same. Now we can calculate molecular mass, by addition of atomic masses. We can calculate the molecular mass by addition of atomic masses. For example, the molecular mass of water will be 1 into 2 plus 16. So 2 plus 16 is equal to 18. So 18 is the molecular mass of water. Now molecular mass of chlorine, HCl, chlorine has atomic mass 35.5. So molecular mass of HCl will be your 1 plus 35.5 into 36.5. Of sulfuric acid will be 1 into 2 plus 32 plus 4 into 16. That is 98. So you may get some example of molecule where you will be asked to calculate its molecular mass. Suppose this one, you are asked to calculate the molecular mass of this substance, copper sulfate. This is called copper sulfate pentahydrate, and say this is copper sulfate pentahydrate or synthetic copper sulfate, and the next one is COOH bond COOH dot 2H2. This is called oxalic acid. So how to calculate molecular mass? That I'm showing you. Say of this one, copper atomic mass will be given to you, it is 63. So on this one it will be 63 plus 32 plus 4 into 16 plus. Now for this part, dot part, it has to be added. Some students make mistake and they multiply. It will be wrong. You have to add. So add 5 times molecular mass of water. We have already found molecular mass of water to be 18. So 5 into 18. So that will give you the answer. So this is about your atomic mass and molecular mass. Now we consider a very important thing. Okay, in this chapter, that is called mole concept. Mole concept, very important thing in this chapter. A lot of chemical calculation will be involved. Okay, now according to mole concept, we have all these things like here 16 gram of oxygen atom. 16 gram of oxygen atom, like atomic mass of oxygen is 16, so that's why I am writing 16 gram of oxygen atom. It will mean 1 gram atom of oxygen atom. This is from mole concept. Suppose 32 gram of sulfur atom will mean is identical to 1 gram atom of sulfur atom. So saying all this, suppose 56 gram of iron atom, it will mean 1 gram atom of Fe atom. So one relation you should remember is number of gram atoms. To find number of gram atoms, we will use this relation mass of element in grams, mass of element in grams divided by atomic mass in grams. So you should remember this relation, by which you can find number of gram atoms. Suppose a question I am giving you here is how many gram atoms are present in say 10.8 gram of silver. How many gram atoms of silver are present in 10.8 gram of silver? So you will use this relation and your answer will be like this. After writing this relation, you will write what is the mass of element in grams, 10.8, and what is the atomic mass in gram? Atomic mass of silver is 108. So it will be 1 by 10, that is 0.1 is the answer. Now same thing we can also use for molecule. Suppose here molecular mass of water is 18. So we can write 18 gram of water is identical to 1 gram. Now we will not write here atom because it's a molecule. So we will write 1 gram molecule of water. Similarly, say sulfuric acid, 98. So 98 gram of sulfuric acid will be identical to 1 gram molecule of sulfuric acid. So here also, if we want to get, number of gram molecules, if we want to get number of gram molecules, so we will get like this, by this similar relation only. The only thing is that here it will be mass of substance, in grams, and here it will be, molecular mass in grams. So by this relation we can get number of gram molecules. So children, tomorrow I am going to do some numericals on all these parts. Till then, bye bye and have a good day.